Hannah, thank you so much for bringing me to your favourite bar, the Bermuda Triangle in Poole, the UK.
Thanks, Gary. It's great to be here. Yeah.
But you're actually in the bar.
I am indeed. Yeah, I know. It has to be a first, doesn't it?
It is a first. We're bringing this whole Barstool Chat thing to a whole new level where I'm in a picture in Ireland and you're actually in the bar, and you're not in any bar. You told me you have to go through sort of a genuine Bermuda Triangle secret thing to get there.
Yeah, they've got this really unsuspicious door that you just wouldn't think it's a door, and it's all covered in books, and you push through and you walk up these little stairs and you're in this area where I am sitting today. So it's a private little space, and they said you can use it, go for it, take your meeting from there. So it's great. Yeah, I thought I might as well be here and do it from here.
How wonderful. It actually seems, and when you're describing it there, like a scene from Harry Potter.
It is.
Oh, a bookshelf, and you push it away, and Hannah puts on her invisible cloak and all that type of stuff. So I think what I'm seeing above me here is a plane's wing. And you've got all bric-a-brac and all sorts of stuff. So it's just mayhem bric-a-brac that you'd find in the Bermuda Triangle, I suggest.
Yeah, it's an antiques person's paradise here. You've got memorabilia, marine and aviation memorabilia everywhere. Very, 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 very
atmospheric.
Random stuff everywhere. But that's what that's the look they're going for. Lots of little areas where you can sit and have a kind of cozy discussion. Like the area behind you is like a little private area, and then you've got another one of those, and you've got this place up here. So it's just a very quirky pub, and
it's obviously your favorite.
Yes, it's brilliant. Well, it's literally a stone's throw away from my house, so that's got to be the main reason. And it's just always busy, like no matter what day of the week. I think the pubs have tend to be quieter during the weekdays, but this place here is always busy. In the evenings you have the people spilling out on the streets and drinking outside. It's just got a really good feel and really good buzz. A couple of weeks ago I was dressed up as Harry Potter coming here before a Halloween party I went to, so they've seen me in all different
all states. all states and sizes. And are you originally from Poole, or is that somewhere you moved to?
So I did live in London originally. That's where I was born. But yeah, all my life I've pretty much lived here. So from a young age, we moved down here to Bournemouth and Poole, and been here. Living here, it's been great. I love it. It's a lovely place. It's a quiet, small place, but it's got lots of it's been really good during lockdown. We've got the beaches, keeps us outside, keeps us out and busy, and it's a fab place.
I'm glad you mentioned Bournemouth, because I like soccer, and the only reason I know where anywhere is in Britain is because of the football grounds, up north, down south and stuff. So it's been quite a while, but you're able to be out and about in a bar. This is the first. How fantastic. But what has kept you productive the last 18, 20 months or so?
I got a little miniature Dachshund over it in lockdown, which has been a really great addition. And that's what's kept me productive and active, actually, because he's got me out every morning. So before work, I go and take him on a dog walk. We go down the beach, and it's great. That's the time when he can be let off the lead and be running riot, and that gives me at least about 4 hours when I come back where he can sleep, and he actually leaves me alone on calls and doesn't bark in my ear. Most of my colleagues know that because they've heard him enough times, but that's great. And then I also play netball twice a week, so I really enjoy that sort of side of things. When I've finished having a day in front of the laptop, it gets me out, gets me there, and it's a sociable team sport. So it's great.
Of course, the Olympics were on this year, right? And it's one of the only times I become a netball expert, a volleyball expert. I'm all about the splashes in the synchronized swimming. But the one thing I noticed about netball was it looks like it's not contact, and yet there's so many elbows.
Yeah.
But it's meant to be non-contact, but you see a lot of people with elbow injuries, knee injuries. It gets rough and tumble a bit, does it? On occasion?
Yeah, it's a bit fast paced, you know. So yeah, there is some injuries. Touch wood, I've been okay, but yeah, you know, the elbows do come out a little bit, and yeah, it is meant to be non-contact. But
are you one of the shooter? Are you a shooter or are you a blocker? I know amateurs.
You're good at this, Garry.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I do a bit of both. I do a bit of shooting, a bit of goal attack, and sometimes goal defense between the two. So I like to mix it up, but it's really nice team people that I play with, and it's great because it gets me out at a certain time. Got to be there, got to warm up, got to get ready, and
the time for yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
So you're a very kind person. You're always bubbly. You're always sort of chatty and talkative. But what's the kindest thing anybody's ever done for you?
Oh wow. So I think my parents have to be coming in here because they got me out working, you know, when I was young, and you know, probably at the time I was like, oh bloody hell, I don't want to be working in a restaurant. But I worked at this restaurant for, you know, a good couple of years when I was in school, and that experience, getting like chucked into, you know, kind of a fine dining restaurant where you've got to be really customer centric, really good customer service, it's like ingrained into you, has definitely transpired into my, you know, jobs going from that. You know, it's something that I just feel like it was a great starting point for me, and it just has had a lasting effect. So I think that has definitely been you know, the kindest thing, you know, because it's really helped me out where I am today, to be honest.
Isn't that lovely? Because normally you hear, why are you working? I like the money, or the amount of people I know, and maybe it's the same in the UK, whose first job was in a bar or a lounge girl or a lounge boy. And don't you learn a lot about human behavior, both good and not so good? And probably when you were starting 15, 16, you were up to that point, you were probably wrapped up in a lovely bubble. You thought people were all sweet and nice. And then you went and you saw irrationality, and you saw all the unpredictability of people, and it does equip you.
Yeah, it does, you know, it really does. It was a great starting point. You know, I remember my first day on the job really well because I was so nervous. It's quite scary having to, like, you know, serve these customers, and I was taking some plates over to this table, which was in a little booth area, and it was you know, quite a job leaning over to get them over to the table. And I did actually end up spilling garlic butter sauce on someone's mulberry handbag, which I would never live down because that was literally this, you know, my first day on the job, and within the first couple of hours I managed to cause havoc. But you know, they kept me on. They saw past it, and there wasn't any spills after that one
no, but
episode.
Isn't that true though? Sometimes when we overthink things or we're overconscious of things, you do make goofy mistakes. Whereas when you're relaxed, you don't seem to make the same. And that's, I suppose, experience. But I no doubt that customer services in a bar or dealing with the public can be it can make or break people. Some people say, oh, can't deal with it, but I think, like your experience was, it equipped you then probably for other jobs and college and change and people and stuff. So I really like the sound of pool. You threw in there a beach as well, so a bar, a house, a dog, the pool, and a Premier League football club up the road.
Well, it was once Premier League, now it's
Bournemouth out.
Yeah, they got relegated. Yeah,
Oh,
they have.
yeah. And we're not allowed to mention Southampton or any of the other
No, not really. No. But they're coming. They're going to come back. They're doing really well. So we'll see them hopefully next season in the Premier League.
What would we do? What would we do without football and other things? Well, I certainly wouldn't know anything about geography, as I said about Britain.
No.
Because I know who's up north, who's down south. It's been very short, sharp, and swift, but it's been really interesting to go to the southern part of Britain, Poole.
Yeah.
And to go to our first real live bar. So well done. You'll get the certificate.
Thanks, Garry.
Thank you for your time. Bye.
Thanks, Garry. Thanks a lot. It's been great. Bye.